So we're going to continue using the same example here. But first we need to define a few things. We need to determine what the outliers are. Outliers are defined simply as are extreme values or observations. To determine these, we need to find what are called fences. Alright, and there will be two fences. We want to find a lower fence and an upper fence. So the lower fence is equal to the first quartile minus 1.5 times IQR. So a pretty simple formula. It's the first quartile, and then you want to subtract off 1.5 times IQR, and we're going to get to an example in a second. Then upper fence is similar, a little different. You use Q3 this time, and you want to add 1.5 times IQR. So if the data lies below the lower fence or above the upper fence, that means that that observation is an outlier. Here, let's do example 3. Determine the fences for example 1. So here I'm going to label as LF for lower fence and write your formula. Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. And then just going to work my way down, plugging in everything that I know. Q1 is 668. And I encourage you to pause the video and try to work both of these yourself. This should be pretty straightforward here. 668 minus 1.5 times 3203. So first thing you would do is you want to multiply 1.5 times 3203 and do 668 minus that number. Some of you can plug it in a calculator just straight like that and be just fine. So you would get negative 41365, and it's okay that it's negative. We'll get to how we use that in a minute. Upper fence, write the formula again. It's Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Plugging in everything we know. This is 3871 plus 1.5 times 3203. Plugging that in the calculator, you get 8,675.5, and these are dollars. Negative. Alright, so we're going to combine all of these things now. We're going to combine the IQR, the fences, and the outliers to come up with something called the 5-number summary. And all this is leading to this 5-number summary because you can give someone just this 5-number summary and then write it in a box plot, and it will summarize all the data for an observer that hasn't been able to get into the weeds and see all the detailed information. So here we'll call this example 4. Give a 5-number summary. 5-number summary and draw a box plot for example 1. And really it's example 1, 2, 3 because they're all kind of combined there. Alright, and the best way to learn 5-number summary and a box plot is just to do by example. So that's what we're doing here. So let's start out by doing the 5-number summary. Once I show you, it's pretty straightforward. There's 5 numbers that we just want to give. The minimum will go here, and you might want to just watch me for, oh, my video is kind of blurry. There we go. The 5 numbers, you might just want to watch me. The min, Q1, the median, or Q2, Q3, and the max. So this is the 5 number summary. This is all the data that we've been writing this whole time. The min is 384, Q1 is 668, 1508, 3871, and 21147. So that's the 5 number summary. That's all you need to do there. The next part is drawing the box plot. Alright, and so let's write out some steps here to help explain what I'm doing when I do it. So you want to draw an appropriate number line once you do this once or twice, this will get fairly quick and you'll understand what's going on easier. Draw a box enclosed with endpoints at Q1 and Q3. And again, this will make more sense once I actually start working the draw fences. And these are actually temporary. We won't keep them up the whole time. Number 4, this one you want to draw a line from the box to the smallest value inside the fence, and then from the box to the largest value. Five would be to erase the fence. No, let's not do that here. Let's say 5, plot the outliers. And then 6, you can erase the fence. Alright, I won't be erasing the fence because I'm using pen right now. But go ahead and pause the video if you need a minute, because I'm going to switch over to a new page and we're going to start drawing the box plot. Alright, so let's do the box plot. First, it says to draw a number line appropriate for our given data. So our data, the lowest value is 384. I know that from my 5 number summary. Let's put that up here. So my lowest value is 384, so let's have 0 right here. And then I'm going to go in increments of 5,000. That's what it means to draw something appropriate. I know I start at 384 and I go up to 21,000. So it'll be okay to go by 5,000. So 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, and 25. Always go past your data point. And then to take care of the fence, we want to go backwards also, because remember the fence is minus 4,000. So I'll go back to minus 10,000 here. So that's appropriate there. Number 2, draw a box enclosed with the endpoints at Q1 and Q3. So I know Q1 is 668, so let's go in here and roughly find 668, which is kind of be something like this. So I'm gonna draw kind of like a bracket right there, just so I'm gonna make a box here in a minute, and then find 3871, which we'll say is roughly here. So there's my bracket, so I'm going to go ahead and connect the dots, and now there is my box. Let's label what we've drawn here. This is Q1 on that vertical line, and this is Q3 here. Should have drew the box a little bigger, my bad. Since we're here, and I should have wrote this in the steps, we want to also label the median, which is 1508. So 1508, let's just say the median is roughly here. And a 5-number summary always comes with a box plot, so you'll be able to relate back and forth what the numbers are meaning. Alright, and then number 3 says draw the fences. So the lower fence was negative 4,136. So we're just going to say that that's roughly here, and that's the lower fence. The upper fence was 8,675. We'll say is here. Now what we want to do is we want to draw a line from the box to the smallest value inside of the fence. So I'll start here at Q1, and I want to draw a line until I reach the smallest value. So I know this value was 668. So I'm going to draw just a horizontal line on my box up there until I get to 384. And I know the numbers aren't really there, so just something roughly the same, roughly correct, which that's what you look like. And then we'd want to draw another line to the largest value, starting here at Q3. So let's say that we had a value out here at 7,000 roughly, right here. I would draw a line all the way out to here, but there's no values in between here. So I'm going to leave it just like this. And then next you want to plot the outliers. So we have to go back to our original data. We want to see which values are lower than our lower fence and bigger than our upper fence. So since this is a negative, we don't have any negative claims. So, but we do have two observations that are bigger than our upper fence. And those values are 17,038. So we mark those as a star. So let's say that one's right there. And then we have 21,147, and it's right there. And then the next thing you'd want to do is erase these outliers here. And I'm not going to be too much of a stickler on those, just know that that's what we're supposed to be doing. And that's it for this video.